And welcome back to another edition with Goofy Gamer, aka Mr. Money. Bring you a black-white heroic deck battle of wits. And we'll see how it goes. And just so you know, if it sounds crazy, like my idea is a suicide mission, it's because all of my missions are suicide missions. Now keep this hand. Got my 2 black and a white. 2 agent of the Bates. And all the confidence in the world. I think it's gonna be a green red monster deck. Cause why not? And we'll see what happens. Ooh, yeah. I got that black and white power. Call me a newspaper. Here we go with the caryatid. The caryatid. The caryatid. Here we go with the caryatid. Yada da da da. Pass the turn. And, I got 2 activators for my agent. So that's pretty decent. And if he is playing green-red, there's gonna be some red removal coming my way. So, Chosen by Heliod is going to be able to get Agent out of removal range. Oh, the powers that be. This guy's running pretty slow. Maybe it's lag on his end, but... Oh, yes. Good luck, have fun. Yes. Gotta be a good sportsmanship. Gotta have good sportsmanship. Because otherwise you're a sore loser. Or a sore winner. Who's running slow? Is it me or is it him? I don't know. Is he gonna gain 3 life? And then... Okay. Well... That's fine. Go ahead and set up our next draw. I mean, this might even be a mono green. I'll put him on bottom for now. And I'll attack. And put out my other agent. We'll go from there. I'm not feeling like this guy is going to be playing the green-red monsters deck. I feel like it's going to be mono-green. But that's not such a problem. I've defeated the likes of mono-green before. Hey, mountain, sweet. Let's get rid of one of these blockers. And draw a card. And then he can... I think it's pay 2. Pay 2 to get a +1/+1 counter on somebody. Yes, pay 2. And we'll set the mountain out now and send the team. And my button. I like you, button. Go team, go! Perhaps he's going to just take it instead of losing his mana producer. That's fine by me. And I still have mana open for a hero's downfall if he gets frisky. Plays a mountain or something. Or, well, okay, so he has... Well, yeah. Yeah. That's not such a problem. He won't be able to get his Storm Breath Dragon out on this turn. And then it does have protection from white, so my Chain to the Rocks doesn't work. But it does seem like it's going to be the green-red monsters deck. And he's just going to be taking the life gain. Alright, and the Traveler's Amulet. That's not cool. Tell you what, though. I'm going to play it. And then this will help to thin out my deck. Get another plains up in here. No play of the plains. And we'll bust through. And then we have open mana for both the Hero's Downfall and God's Willing. Just in case he wants to get frisky. Because he can tap 3 lands to get 3 mana. So, I mean, whatever that means. And it would only be 3 green mana. So that's not really beneficial to him just yet. But all attacking creatures do have Death Touch. So we better be putting out a creature. Karametra's Acolyte. It's doing a crazy ramp scenario. Boo-doo-doo-doo. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to see. So we're gonna, as soon as we can get this working, cast with Bestow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we still have our Hero's Downfall up. Man, my dogs are going crazy. And then we'll swing with the team. Got a 4-3 and a 3-4, both with Death Touch. And no blocks. So whatever he puts out, we're just gonna hit it with the Hero's Downfall. And if he doesn't put anything out, then he'll gain 3 life. But then, if he doesn't put anything out, I'll just put a God's Willing down. And then that'll give me a lethal amount of damage. So he has to put out a creature. And then I'm going to destroy it for him. And then I'll put a God's Willing on Dude, on Agent, to go in for the kill strike. So it's not looking good unless he's got something amazing. going for him right now. I don't know what that would be. Even with Nykthos, he would, like I said, he would tap 3 lands to add 3 mana, and then he would tap the Karametra's Acolyte to add 3 mana. So then he could put out like an Arbor Colossus and have a mana left over. But it's not looking good, and I'm thinking he's just considering playing it out. But I definitely had a really good draw, a really good opening hand too. Definitely a good start. Which means that my next match is going to be absolutely horrible. Hmm. He tapped Karametra's Acolyte for 3. And he's going to be gaining 5, and then he can gain a total of 8 if he uses so-and-so. Or I could just Hero's Downfall it right this moment. And then he'll only be gaining 3, and then he can gain 3 more, so he'll be at 10. But with no blockers. Nylea's Disciple was a good play to start. And he was probably counting on that for the extra devotion, which would have been tap 3 lands to add 5 mana, which would have been the, thing. Would have been the thing. Would have been the... Yeah. Oh, this guy's getting crazy. What is he gonna do? Boon Satyr? Nylea's Presence, draw a card? I don't think that will help him. Because he doesn't have any open mana now. Maybe he was hoping for a Sedge Scorpion? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. So hop over here, pop in that GG, and go to the sideboard. Really think he's doing the green-red monster deck. So I will take care of that bit. I'm going to bring this Lash of the Whip in, and I'm willing to bet there's going to be some removal and a Polish Crusher. Might even be able to bring in the Last Breath against the Karametra's Acolyte. To deal with it. Well, I'm bringing in Lash of the Whip. Yeah, because Lash of the Whip will have a dual purpose if he does have a Storm Breath Dragon. So we're gonna bring out... one Baleful Eidolon, and one Read the Bones, and one Chain to the Rocks. And hello? Scourge Mark? Alright, yeah, that sounds good. So we'll submit that, and see where this goes. If he brings out the beats, then I'll have another chance to sideboard to deal with it. Oh, ho, ho, 3 Skrylands. Super cool. I'll keep this one. And just start dishing out some Skrylands until I can find an agent or something. Is he playing that Sedge Scorpion? No. Aw, sweet. Plains? Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna do that. Just because I like my favorite hoplite on turn 1. Really freaks people out. Like, oh my god, he's gonna get in for 1 damage on turn 2? No! Unless he plays the Caryatid. Son of a biscuit. Sweet agent. Okay, I don't even care about the rest of anything. Oh, sweet. Even better. Let's see if he freaks out and thinks that I got something, even though what would I play with 1 white mana? Nothing. Nothing. But I freaked him out just enough. Sweet. All right. Who would... There's nothing you can do with 1 white mana. I don't even have a mountain. Maybe he was scared. Scared of the pain. Thinking he's gotten a better draw this go around. Oh, we have a viewer, somebody who's watching, Mr. Trigger. Well, yeah, I can definitely Pharika's Cure this Voyaging Satyr. I'm definitely wanting to save going in too hard with the Agent of the Fate, seeing as how I only have 1 this turn, and it could most definitely have a Magma Jet or, excuse me, a Lightning Strike. So let's see if we can freak him out again. Oh, no. Didn't freak him out that time. So we'll pass the turn. Ooh, Karametra's Acolyte. So you can tap her to add 2. Then the Caryatid. Ooh. That's good. We'll see what we got coming up first, though. Read the bones. We'll put that on top. Put that on top right this second. And open mana. Let's go ahead and attack. What's the worst he can do? Block? No blocks. Cool. And we'll put this out. Let him think he's doing all right. And then that brings my agent, when I put him out of Magma Jet range. But one thing I've encountered is that I am not able to tap my Spear of Heliod within the first turn of playing it, and I think that's weird. I'm pretty sure I can't. Yeah, it won't let me. Draws a card. Goes from 4 to 3 to 4. And there is good news. I mean, I have the God's Willing for the agent. Ooh, now he can tap to add 4? Oh my gosh! Okay. Get those creatures out there, buddy. Get those creatures out there. Let's see what we got coming up. See if I want to draw it right this second. Hmm. I don't want to draw it right this second, but I will put it on top. And I will... Well, okay, so Nykthos, he couldn't tap that to add mana because he doesn't have mana to use to tap. So we'll freak him out. Attack with the Hoplite. Coolsville. And put the agent down. And then that way, if I absolutely need to, I can put the God's Willing and take a creature. Now, at this point, I'm thinking he won't be sacrificing a Karametra's Acolyte if I do force him to sack. I think he is playing mono green, or maybe a green-white variant. Green. What? What? That's weird. Okay. Well, I know what's coming up, so I don't want to waste that. But I am glad that I got this Ray of Disillusion, because now I can 1, 2, 3. We'll add a white, just for S's and G's. Woohoo! Goodbye, Whip. All right, and then now we can attack, and even if he double blocked, I mean, he does have one card in hand, but I do have a God's Willing, and that could definitely save either of them from any which thing he's got. And I think I'm going to hold strong because I have the mana to cast Baleful Eidolon, bestow onto the agent, and I have God's Willing that I can put on him by the end of this turn and set up my next draw. It's a pretty good match. This trigger guy is still watching. I think that's what's slowing us down. Ooh, no, not Pelucrinos. Oh no. He's a big bad baddie. And then, is he going to play a second one? Black? Double black? Tap for one more? Okay. Well, I don't like that you have so many creatures there, sir. So we'll set up our next draw, because he's got the whip. Black, green with white mana and red thrown in there. Puts that for the thing and stuff and junk. Alright, so we'll make it... I mean, he doesn't have any, so just protection from green just for fun. That's not gassy. Put that on bottom. Now he's got lifelink. And no attacks from his Karametra's Acolyte. Fabled Hero, that's neato. So we got 3 for him. I'm gonna take a chance. Chance on getting a mana. Because all I need is a mountain will do. Come on, huh? Give me something good. What are you doing, Pelucranos? You have to tap for 6, buddy. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess he could. Take care of my agent. Yeah. Gonna take care of my agent? Yeah. Take care of him. I don't like him anyway. He's a knife thrower. What? Now, this is what I'm unsure about. Whether if he does the damage to the agent, then does the agent's damage... I mean, because it says, when it becomes monstrous, each creature deals damage equal to its power. So, it's not... I don't think it's going to death touch him. But it did. That's super. Now I just need to gamble on a land, and I got it. Actually, I'll take both of those. Okay, put that on top. Put that on top. Play that. 1, 2, 3. Fabled Hero. And then we're in pretty good shape. So he's in top deck mode, unless he wants to bring Pelucranos out for 4, and then do some weird, cool tappy stuff to do his monstrous again. I mean, I think that's what he can do, and then I should have waited to play the Fabled Hero. But after that, he won't have much of anything left going on. I definitely should have waited to play the Fabled Hero. What was I thinking? Mistake, everyone. It was a mistake. That's a trademark mistake. Should have waited. Because then he's going to do fancy tapping, and... Yep, that's what he wanted me to do. I don't know why this is running so slow. This match is like twice as long as it should be now. 5, and then he can do... And then, yeah... And then this, and then... He can do it for like 18 more... He'll have like 1,000,000 mana. 2, 5, 10, 1,000,000. I mean, but after this play, he's got to seriously get back on the ball. For 8? Damn. Yeah, I definitely should have waited. Mistake. It gets in for 13 lifelinking business. 37. Jesus fuck. Okay. Well, let's hope we just draw into another Fabled Hero. How about that? Traps. Amulet. Okay. Fine, we'll play it. We'll play it. Thin out the deck a little. You know what? Let's get that mountain. Let's get that mountain while we can. Yeah. Yeah. We'll play it as Baleful Eidolon. Cast with bestow on nothing. And where's my black? There's my black. Yeah. And on a super cool bright note, if he does attack, I don't block, and then I hit him with the friggin' Spear of Heliod. That'd be cool. Yeah. So I don't think he will attack. But all I need to do is really draw into another agent, and I'll be in some good shape. Well, actually, if he does attack, I mean, I could block. Oh. Okay. Well, what I need is a chain to the rocks. What is he doing this for? Voyaging Satyr? Okay. You got it, pal. You got it. Do what you need to. Make me feel the pain. What are you gonna do? 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 +2/+2 till the end of turn? Cool. Man, I need a chain to the rocks already. Well, I'm pretty much gonna have to block. And wait, doesn't he gain trample? Yeah. Well, that won't matter. I'm on God's willing. And then that totally negates what he's doing. But he had to do what he had to do. So we're going to set that up, and hopefully we can just get a chain to the rocks going. Come on, scry for a chain to the rocks. That's not a chain to the rocks. And that was a block. Good block, good block. I mean, he really had... What? Huh? He still trampled through? Agent of the frackin' fates. All of these, give me this in a black. So we're not dead yet. Except for we're gonna be. Because then he just has to hit with that 6. And I'll have to block it with my Baleful Eidolon, which doesn't do anything. And then if he does attack with the Karametra's Acolyte, then I can bust into it with my Spear of Heliod. I mean, what's he doing? Don't tell me he's playing like black, green, white. Splash for Elspeth. So, I definitely don't like an Elspeth. I don't have a Last Breath or a Glare of Heresy. That's what I need. So I'll make sure to bring that in. He's just all over the place. Black, green, white, splash red, splash. Might even be splashing blue. Who knows? So I block. And all I can really do is concede. There's no real coming back from this. Yeah, That doesn't do it. So I'm going to concede this one and tell him good game. Because that was a good one. Went to from like 10 to 48. Way to be, way to be. So we're going to bring in that Glare of Heresy and bring back in a Chain to the Rocks. You know what? Because he's a creature deck, I'm going to bring in the Mogus Marauder. So we have these four. He did have a Pelucranos, so the Lash of the Whip might be good. But what didn't? Well, actually, and I'll bring in this second Ray of Disillusion as well. So what I can do, because I'm going to be saving the Glare of Heresy, I'll get rid of a favored Hoplite. I'm actually thinking about going down to just a 2 of, because when you get him later in the game, anything but turn 1, and he's just no good anymore. I will bring out Soldier of the Pantheon, because he's not playing with the red stuff. I'll bring out... I mean, God's Willing is just as good as Intimidate, but he's not playing removal, so I don't need the fourth one. I'm feeling like Farika's Cure might not even be good because he's not playing low-level creatures. And then the Phalanx Leader because I am saving my activators for removal. Based off of the Agent of the Fate. So we're going to try this one again. And see what we can do. Might have to take a quick coffee break. My coffee has now gotten cold. So yes, I will play first. This is better than nothing. We'll keep it. 2 lands of funny colors. I do want to save my... Well... Nah. Forget about it. I'll put it down. That way I could start gaining life this next turn. Because he won't have his Fancy Dance thing, Caryatid, until turn 2. At least. He's got nothing this turn. But I definitely like having an agent in hand. So all I can do is hope to pull in 2 more black mana. That's not a black mana. Or a black mana and a Fabled Hero. That'd be cool. And we are off to a funny start, but I don't like to mulligan, because it only gets worse. It only gets worse. So here's the... Oh, Voyaging Satyr. Which I might want to combat trick if I get a man... Oh, that's not... I mean, that's good, but it's not as good as I want it to be. Dang it. So now we just hold. We don't have the mana that we want. I hope I don't time this guy out, because this guy is putting up a really good fight. I hope either one of us wins within the time allotted. And we'll see what he can do. Maybe he's going to be playing his Caryatid now, because he's got the Voyaging Satyr. I mean, in the event that I was playing a black deck that I knew the agent was in, I would put out the Voyaging Satyr first, and then Caryatid. But now he's doing 2 Voyaging Satyr, and that's, that's fine. To the weaker version. But then again, Voyaging Satyr plus Nykthos equals win. And dang it. But I can search for a black, and then play it. And pass the turn. And then I can get my Fabled Hero out and maybe do some work. So he could pay 3, 10. I mean, yeah. With his current devotion right now, there's really no particular reason to do a Nykthos deal. Okay. That was a very quick Elspeth. Turn 4, Elspeth. Turn 4, Elspeth. Ha ha ha! Get in for 3. Oh, I'd really just be getting in for 2. Elspeth. What a bee. We will put the Fabled Hero out. And pass the turn. And then, if I can get a black mana, I will be able to deal with Elspeth. Hopefully. That's if I get a black mana. Because then I could do Mogus Marauder into Boon of Erebos. But then again, he would have to not block because those are white, and then it's yeah, it wouldn't really work that well. So he's gotten off to a powerful start. Very powerful start. And then he can add 3 more tokens. There he goes. Target enchantment. Dauntless Onslaught. He's really close to his ultimate. That's for certain. He is just right there. So what I can do here is cry. I could definitely cry right now. Tell you what, I'll pass the turn. Because nothing else sounds good. Especially since if I just hang out, I'll feel better about losing. Wow. He really just pulled that out on me. Yeah, Elspeth is a good counter against the agent. And really the only thing that would help me is if I pulled out that Glare of Heresy. So I could get rid of Elspeth, and then I could start whittling down his defenses. Which is not, it's not going to be easy, mind you. But it's not impossible. I do have 21 life to work with, and he has 2 cards in hand. Yeah. And then he can add 6 more. Well, it would be 10. And then he would have to go down. Yeah. And then he could go to 12. 14. Excuse me. And then 18. What the stuff does he need 18 mana for? Poly K. I don't think Poly K can do his monstrous on the turn he comes out. But I could be proven wrong. Does he have it? I mean, a win's a win. And if he runs out of time, he runs out of time. So technically that's a... Oh, he did it. He did it to me. So now I'm thinking Boon of Erebos to save my fabled hero. I think that's my only option. And then regenerate, and I don't think that takes away his counter. And he did 3. Cool. And he attacks for 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, excuse me, 15. I mean, I hate to say it, everyone, but I mean, I might just be doing that whole cop-out thing where it's like, oh, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my spout. I mean, I don't know. He might be able to beat me in 30 seconds. He might just be able to say, attack all creatures, and that'll be the game. Because I mean, really, I'm looking at it. I am looking at that lethal business. Do. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Is just see if I can run out his clock. Like I said, a win's a win. If this was tournament, then it would be a win. So then, yeah, all I have to do is not die, but that's not gonna be the case. I don't know why he didn't attack with everybody. So again, maybe he just wanted to just like tap 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 tap. So he's gonna be doing 3. He has 13 seconds. So really I can't do anything. Huh. Well, I guess, I mean, yeah, a win's a win when you're calling it like, you know, he ran out of time, but he won. He won. There was no reason to even play it out. But yeah, he won. Good game. Well, I mean, technically I brought you guys a win, so I do appreciate you watching, and hopefully you'll check back in and see me again next edition of Goofy Gamer. Take it easy.